Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create this really grungy, kind of like 90s I guess inspired look. It's like your typical black smoky blown out sort of eye. It's brown, it's a bit more wearable, it's not as harsh as a black, you know. Really glowy skin, highlighter is on point. If you want to know how to create this look, keep on watching. Okay, so first off I'm going to start off with priming my eyes, and for that I'm going to use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade medium 30. I very clearly need a new one. This is the old colour thing. I believe they I think they added some colours, or they've changed the names of some of the colours. I'm not 100% sure on which one that is. It's a beautiful concealer, I love it. So I'm just patting that in with my sponge. Okay, so once we're all ready to go, I'm going to go in with the Weekend Festival palette by BH. And I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Candy, on a BH Cosmetics brush, #1 brush. So I'm just going to put some of the eyeshadow on the tip of the brush, tap off any excess, and I'm going to start building up the crease with this colour. So this is going to be like our transition shade. Really need to get my eyebrows done. You know, being on walk, can't keep up with the amount of hairs. I'm really making sure I'm blowing it out. I want it soft and blown out. Same on the other eye. Next, to deepen it up a bit more, I'm going to go with Escape from the same palette and on the same brush. I'm going to start to deepen that crease. I like to build my shadows up carefully. I don't like to go in with a heavy hand at first, because I feel like you end up having a lot more issues trying to blend it out. So always just use a light hand. I'm just going to go in with Candy again, the first shade that we used, just to help me blend out these edges here. So once you've got something like that, I'm then going to put a base for the darker shade. I'm going to be using the Rimmel Scandalous Eyes Shadow Stick in Bad Girl Bronze. It's just like a browny bronzy colour. Okay, so I'm just going to put this all over my mobile lid. Not too fast if it's neat. Well, not fast if it's neat at all. Only because I'm going to be blending it out. Now you want to work quite quick with these shadow sticks, because I feel like they set really quickly. So I'm just going to make sure the edges are nice and blended. And I'll do the other eye. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the same palette again, the same BH palette again, and then I'm going to go in with this darker brown called Hipster, and I'm just going to pop that on top of that pencil that we just placed down. I'm going to bring that a little bit into the crease as well. And I don't know if you can tell, but you can kind of see the gold from that shadow stick coming through. It's really, 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 really nice. I'm going to go back in with Escape and just start to soften out these edges and really make sure they're blended in quite nicely. Okay, I'm going to leave the eyes for now. I'll come back to the eyes. I want to move on to the face. So I'll zoom you guys out. Alright, primer time. So for primer I'm going to be using the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer Anti-Dullness Skin Color Balance. It's a purple one. I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake. And then I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And I'm just going to use my fingers to rub that in. Okay, so for foundation, I'm actually going to use two foundations. One is by NYX, Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. And then, because I want that little bit of dewiness, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Dewy and Smooth Fit Me foundation in 2220. This NYX one is in Nude. And then I'm just going to use my Real Technique sponge to apply that. So for concealer time, I'm going to actually go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I would have gone back in with the Colourpop one, but I kind of want to change it up a little bit, you know, introduce more affordable makeup. So I've got the shades 20 Sand and number 15 Fair. I'm going to actually mix the two. So first I'm going to apply number 20 to my under eyes. This is a really good dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. The liquid version, not the cream version. I love both actually. But I think I've repurchased this concealer so many times. And I'm going to use the Fair Clair just to help me brighten it up a little bit. With Fair Clair, I'm actually going to bring it slightly down my nose as well. And then using the same Real Techniques sponge, I'm going to blend all this out. See? I love this concealer, it's so good, it never lets me down. So to bake underneath my eyes, I'm going to go in with this Savvy powder by DB, Designer Brands I think. I don't know. I'm not sure if you can get this in the UK or in America, but I know here in Australia Priceline sells them. So I'm just going to put that on my sponge and I'm going to pack it underneath my eyes. I'm going to apply this quite heavily because I'll be finishing off my eye look, and that way if there's any fallout I can just quite easily dust it off. I'm also going to set my smile lines to try and help me prevent it from creasing. And you know, a little bit here on the forehead too. Why bloody not? Beautiful. And you're done. Jokes. Totally joking. Totally joking. Alright. Now, I'm going to go back in with Candy first. Run that underneath my lower lash line. I like to bring my eyeshadow quite far down. It's just the way I like it on me. If you don't feel comfortable, then don't do it. You can just, you know, makeup is what you feel comfortable in. And I'm also connecting it to the outer portion here. And then I'll go in with Escape. Begin to do that as well. Really making sure it's quite blown out. I'm just going to grab a clean blending brush. I'm just going to use that to further blow out the edges. And you know what? If I get a bit of translucent powder on this brush, I'm not stressing so much because that would actually help me blend out the edges a bit more. So if you ever, you know, are struggling to blend out, use translucent powder. It actually helps. That's just a tip for you. I'm then just going to grab a angled liner brush and using Hipster, the dark shade, the dark brown that we used on the lid. I'm just going to use that to darken the lower lash line. I'm taking it all the way in, by the way. I think I want a little bit of black, so I'm actually going to go in with this BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection palette and just use this black shade here, and I'm just going to apply this just here on the outer corners of my eyes, just to really intensify the outer corners. I just wanted that little bit deeper. And then I will go in with Hipster, just a little bit on my brush, and just use that to blend that out. Just to blend out the edges. Loving it. So grungy. While we're at the eyes still, I'm actually going to go in with this Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. It's a good old classic. I'm going to get that on my little Real Techniques accent brush, and I'm going to pop this in my inner corner, and also on my brow bone. This is such a good highlighter. I'm going to go in with my eyebrows next with this Rimmel brow pencil, professional brow pencil I think it's called. Clearly I really like it. I use this all the time. It's such a good pencil. I don't know exactly what it is about it, but I love it. I'm just going to fill out my eyebrows with that. I might go for a strong brow. We'll see how we go. Okay, I think that's as good as my eyebrows are going to get today. I think they're too bushy. That's okay. Next I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It's meant to be translucent, but clearly it's not. It gets a bit gross, but that's alright. It's a really good brow product. And I'm just going to brush my eyebrow hairs. I'm actually going to brush them up. I'm going to embrace the bushy brows. So I'm going to sweep off this powder, just using a big brush. Well, that's rude. So I'm just going to go in with this Bella brush in RG 210, and I'm going to go in with this NYX contour palette. I'm going to use these two shades right here to brighten underneath my eyes. I'm also going to bring it down the sides of my nose as well. Okay, and then with that same palette, bloody rude. Rude. Then with that same palette, I'm going to go in with the two middle contour shades and create myself some cheekbones. Going for really chiseled cheekbones. So I'm going to go quite heavy with the contour. I like this side of my face better. I think this is my nicer side. I'm also going to take that down my jawline, a little bit down my nose, just to roughly contour. I'm not too fussed about my nose contour today. Next, I'm going to go in with this Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Contour Kit. You know, the one that they came out with Chloe Morello. And I'm going to use the bronzer shade, which I believe is this one right here. Just going to use that on a big powder brush. And I'm going to bronze up my cheeks with that. I want just a little bit of blush. So I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Master Blush Colour and Highlighting Kit. And I'm just going to use this peachy shade right here. Just on the same brush that we used to bronze. Just to give my cheeks, you know, a tiny bit of colour. I like to bring it up here to my temple as well. I don't know, I just find like it suits my face like that. Kind of lifts everything up, you know. Alright, and for highlighter, I'm going to use the same Master Chrome highlighter. This is literally the most beautiful highlighter you will ever see in your life. And very affordable. So this is going on the cheekbones. Around here. Like, tell me that is not just so beautiful and so glowy. You know when you have those days you just want to glow to the gods? This is the highlighter. This is the highlighter that you use. I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of my nose. A little bit on my lips. I lied, it's not a little bit. It's a lot. Oh, shivers. Chivalry, that's too much. Bit on my chin. And just here above my brows. I like that a lot. Do you reckon they can see me from outer space? With all this highlighter on? I'm still putting. Okay, that's enough. So I'm just going to go and pop some mascara and lashes on. I don't have drugstore lashes on me at hand. But, I mean, you can use Demi Wispies. They're amazing. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Paradise Ecstatic mascara by L'Oreal. It's this one. The one that they said it's a dupe for Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I think I like the Too Faced one better than this one. But when I come back, I will have my lashes and mascara on, and I'll finish off the lips, and then we'll spritz, and then I'll get ready, and then I'll show you the finished look. Okay, okay. Okay, so lashes are on, lips time. So I'm just going to use this NYX retractable lip liner in Cocoa. It's like a brown, like a dark brown, and I'm just going to outline my lips with that. I'm just going to colour in the outer portion of my lips with that liner. Then I'm going to go in with this Colourpop Lippy Stick in Mosh Pit. And I'm going to put that all over my lips. Okay, so I'm going to go fix my hair and I will show you the finished look. So I've just placed my hair in like a little low bun. And there you have the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye!